tell the
Oh, we're live?
Are we live?
Yes,
Yeah.
we just went live.
Hello, party peeps. Do. I'm
I need that much energy this
Nina.
morning.
Well, you walked in on me dancing before. Because I was like,
Yeah, because I walked by and I was like, where's Val? I was like, I didn't see her. And then I walked in and I was like, it's Val.
in the corner, just practicing dance. It's a little awkward. But it's Alyssa, so it's fine.
Hello, party people. Do.
I love how she adds to it every
Yeah, I
time.
know.
And I love it.
You gotta keep it a ridge. So anyway, cheers to Friday. Sorry, did I burn your earlobes?
No, you're fine. I was like, I don't have a drink. I was like, what do
Yeah, I was like,
Cheers.
imaginary drink.
Hypothetical. Love it. So anyway, I'm Nina.
I'm Melissa.
and I'm Val.
Yes, we have Val back
Yes.
today.
Love to be
And
back.
we are the graduating girls because, we're girls. And
We're graduating.
exactly. I love the way you say graduating. Like it's so legit and official. I love it. So anyway, we're back. So let's do like a quick update on life.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like my update with life is gonna like tie into like our
talk.
topic of today because like legit I am struggling.
Yeah.
Why do I keep screaming? I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm fine. Okay.
Yeah.
First off,
Yep.
I'm great and dandy. I feel like lately I've been super emotional. But I think y'all ladies can understand why.
Totally.
sometime, so emotional. What else? I like stressed because like I don't know if it's because we're seniors or what. I feel like I'm getting a deja vu moment. I think my sister or someone said this to me. Like, I'm not necessarily having a midlife crisis. No, my cousin said this to me, but she was talking about my sister. Okay, sorry. We were just talking about, because my sister's been stressed too. So she was just like, I don't think she's going through a midlife crisis because my sister's only 27, but she's going through like low key, like a midlife crisis.
Okay.
And I think I'm going through a midlife crisis. I just feel like I don't know how to describe this.
Yeah.
Like, I feel super like my overthinking just like strangles me. Like that's how I feel.
I agree.
Other than that, I've been getting A's on
good.
assignments.
Oh, good.
So like
You're gonna end like strong.
whoa, I really hope so.
Mm.
Okay, except for my acting class, which I really don't
You're in
get
acting
why.
class?
Wait.
Okay,
Wait, we
I
have
don't get it.
acting here?
That just
We
made
do.
me so happy knowing that Nina's in an acting class. Like that just made my whole morning. How's that going? What do you have to do? Do you have to stand up in the front of the class and be like, "Where art thou, Romeo?" Like, what do you?
Where art thou, Romeo? Oh my gosh! Like let down your hair, like vibes. Okay. So, kind of like not really like where art thou vibes, but it's more like you walk into class. I guess the teacher takes attendance. I don't really pay attention, and
I'll pay attention to that part.
and then he's like, he'll tell us all to stand up, and then we'll like stand in a circle and play these acting games,
Oh no.
which is super
Oh, what?
nostalgic because
Acting.
acting games like improv games. Which is super nostalgic for me because literally I was a theater kid in high school. Oh my gosh, my stomping grounds. Like I was literally a theater kid
I didn't
and
know that.
we had an improv club. Fun fact of Nina for this Friday, theater kid. You also used to have an improv club and like I took acting as an elective in high school, blah, blah. And we would always do these like improv games, which I love improv games because you could just like do whatever you want.
Mhm.
And especially in this class, like I remember like the first couple games like we played, like some people were asking like, are we allowed to like curse like and he was like, you can do whatever. I mean, obviously like you can't like say something like super outlandish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
You know,
like
because he said we could do that, and then somebody said something super outlandish, and he was like, okay, we could like be free, but like not like free for free. What's that commercial?
like
That's
in,
like
like,
Free. Is it Liberty Mutual?
Yes.
Okay.
just like a
I love it.
casual, like if you curse in like a
If you,
casual
like-
conversation.
yeah.
Yeah, like you can't like there is this
Not like every other word type of thing.
It can be like
Yeah.
derogatory or anything.
yeah, like there are like hurtful or like
Yeah.
you know, just like the normal like human decency boundaries you can't
Mhm.
cross.
Yeah.
Like what,
Yeah.
but like so because there was this one game we played and like it was like one line of students over here, another line of students over here, and then like you would ask me, what are you doing? And then I would say like drinking coffee, and then like you would have to act out drinking coffee until the next person comes, and then like they'll be like, what are you doing? And then you'll be like rowing a boat, and like it's like I don't know, it was just really fun. And so people
Ah.
would be like, people were like starting to get really into it. So they were like, they started like saying all these like mad outlandish things. And I'm like,
standing on my head doing a turn. Like
yeah,
Like, what?
like somebody gave me breakdancing, and I'm like, I went like this, and I was like, do, and I don't know. I was like, I had no idea what I was doing. I probably looked like a slug that somebody put salt on the floor.
Oh
I was like,
God.
like literally, but no, literally. So, but yeah, people started getting real bold, and I'm like, y'all gotta relax, because somebody was like, it was my turn, and like I was like, I don't do that. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like what? Let's change it. So I think they gave me like bowling or something.
I'd love to be a
But-
fly on the wall in
I
that
know,
class.
right?
Just
It
watch.
seems like so much
Good
fun.
morning. My aunt says good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so basic, and then like we'll do what other game? Oh, there was this one game that I really liked. So the teacher gave us all like 4 pieces of like little paper, and you could write down any words that you wanted, like any words you wanted on it. And then he like came around and like had this bucket, and like we all had to throw in these words, and then you had to have a partner. You guys had to like set up like kind of a skeleton for your scene, kind of. So like if Alyssa was my partner, he'd be like, you need to determine what your relationship is. So we could be like, we're sisters, or we're coworkers,
Okay,
or like
Okay.
I'm the bully in school and she's the like happy student, like whatever. You have to like make up a thing, or she's my boss, I'm the worker. And so then you figure out like what your setting is. We could be in a coffee shop, and then we do our improv, and then every time the teacher like rings his bell, one of us still in character needs to go up to the bucket, pick up like a piece of paper, whatever the word is, we have to incorporate that in the scene.
Oh.
So if I'm like, hey Alyssa, do you want to like go get caramel macchiatos? And then like he hits the bell, and I'm like, yeah, I totally love caramel macchiatos. Did you also know my favorite fruit is strawberry? Like because the word would be strawberry. So you have to like, you know.
Oh.
That's
That
actually,
seems like a really cool class.
I don't know if I could do that though, because
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
very
neither.
like
I get
I'm-
anxious.
Yes, I'm very loud and fun. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it takes a lot to make me embarrassed, or like on stage, I guess, at least. But in terms of dance, like, I'm not an actress. Like, it might seem like it sometimes because I'm how dramatic I am, but like, it's a lot for me. Like, we were doing Chicago, one of the dances, and I had to act out one of the parts, but like lip sync. And I was like I almost threw up before I went on stage. I mean, it ends up being fabulous, just saying. But like I had to lip sync, and I was like, oh my god, like, because I'm not an actress, and like that just makes me so nervous. Like I could be ensemble in the back, like when no one sees me, kind of thing. But like dancing is different because I guess it's not like vocal.
Yeah.
So like we had to do something like that, similar when I was taking my regular dance classes, like not the ensemble that I'm in now, and we just had to like throw our bodies in the middle of in a circle and like just do it. But it was fine because it was dancing. It was like something my
Something you're
wheelhouse,
comfortable
like,
with, yeah.
something I'm comfortable with. And yeah, I don't think I could do.
I don't know.
Mhm.
In this, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, well, I was going like up with Val saying, like, I feel like I get nervous in front of crowds.
Mhm.
So, like, giving like a presentation in class, like, even though it's people I've been in a semester, like the class with for 13 weeks, like, I still can't do it. And like, even thinking on the spot, like, that's why I feel like it would be hard because I'm just like, I get so nervous and I'm like, I just won't say anything.
I love thinking on the spot. Like those games, like I'm living, that's like me. Like that
Yeah.
is me if I was a lesson. Like completely no structure.
See, presentations I'm not bad with because like I know exactly what I'm gonna say, and I know everyone's kind of like in the same,
Same boat.
boat as me. Like no one really wants to be doing this right
Mine
now.
depends on the, I don't know if it's the
Presentation.
class or it's the presentation.
Yeah, I agree too.
Like in senior STEM, like I
Love that
don't know
class.
when
That
if
was a
it,
good
when
class.
it's like creative classes, I'm like so good. Like not to toot my own horn, but like
Mhm.
toot. But like in my biomedical ethics and Christian traditions class,
What?
I-
What?
yeah, it's
Whoa.
my
That was a long
centerpiece.
time
It's my
ago.
centerpiece class. I actually really like it. Like I really like that class and I love the professor. Like she is so bomb.com, love her. But like we had to do this presentation. So how it's set up, and I feel bad. Like I don't mean to like hog the mic, but
No,
like
you're fine.
like the way it goes, it's like each week like we're studying like 3 chapters, but they all have to do with like the same thing or a
Okay.
chapter just depending on the week. So in the beginning of the like when second semester first started, like she was like, who wants to do like week 1 presentation? Because so okay, it's kind of complicated. So the class meets on Monday and Wednesday, and so I'll just do mine. I was week 6, and the chapter of week 6. What? Week 6.
Yes, sis.
Okay. The chapter of week 6 was the topic was care of the sick and or impaired.
Okay.
So, and then like you study the ethics behind it. So like what's ethical, what's not ethical, like blah, blah. And so I chose to do the Monday. On Monday, I will do a presentation. So the presentation, you have to pick an article from wherever, New York Times, like Washington Post, whatever. And that has to do with care of the sick and or impaired or whatever your thing is. And then you have to connect it back to like a case study or something like in
Okay.
the book. So I did, my article was New York Times. It was how ill asylum seekers like from across the border, like they were promised like under the Trump administration. And I really read this. So like now I sound like really smart and like political. But really like the Trump administration promised that there would be an exception for people who are trying to cross the border who are sick because like you know how it's like such difficulty for them. So if you're sick, you are like not like they're like, okay, you could come in, but like you're put first in line and like you're supposed to have a greater chance of coming in. But like after this whole migration protection protocols thing that they created, basically that's gone. Like they like didn't hold their right. So I connected that somehow to this like 1981 case of like conjoined twins. Like it's like hard. And so I'm just like, I felt as I was summarizing my article, I felt like I just kept saying the same thing. I was like, ill asylum seekers are not allowed into the United States. Also, ill asylum seekers are not allowed into the United States. Also, did I say that ill asylum seekers aren't allowed in the United States? Like, I just felt like I did good on it. Like, I got an A, but I was just like, I don't know. That was also me. I like didn't leave myself enough time to like practice it. Granted, if I did, I'd know what I'm talking about. But I just felt like really. Like when I was up there, like I had no, like I practiced, like in my head,
Like nothing
I had,
was flowing as well as you
yeah,
thought.
like I
hate
had,
when
but
that
like my
happens.
discussion. So on Wednesday, I held the class discussion. So on the
wow.
same topic, just different chapters. Because some girl on Monday did like, I don't know how to describe it. Like same topic, just different case studies. So like you don't want to be like redundant because
like different opinions or stuff on it.
Yeah, like
Okay.
she did. Hers was like on like what was it? Like is it ethical or something to like separate conjoined twins or something like that? But then mine was more like, is it ethical to, in order to save like a sick or impaired baby, is it ethical to like harm animals like for their organs to like save babies or or like babies who have I forgot what it was called. It was like if they're anencephalic or something, which means half of their skull is like incomplete, not developed. Is it okay to like let them die and like use their organs for other babies who like need like a heart transplant or something like that.
Oh wow.
That's deep.
So it's very
That
deep.
is.
See, it's like deep and it's like stressful,
Yeah, that's deep.
you know? But the discussion had way more flow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, do you think this is ethical? It was really good. I'm fine.
You know, the gavel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Just going back to senior sem, like I think it's also like who's in the class with you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was so comfortable. There was 2 people that I did not know in our senior sem class, but like by the end it didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
But like it was like I could have, if you guys wanted me to start singing, I can't sing, but if you guys wanted me to start singing in a presentation, I probably would have, because like I was just so comfortable with
and the
everyone.
class was small too.
So small.
So I didn't. Yeah, I
and it's
agree.
like, yeah, it was like chill and fun. And like you said, like the presentations were fun. Like I wasn't any, like it was never anything like stressful that I was like freaking out
Yeah,
over.
no, me too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just go up there and like not even practice, and I'm like, so this is my major, this is what we're gonna do with it. And yeah,
because
you
it's
know?
something you're comfortable talking about and like you have more of a passion
Yeah,
for.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So like even if I like blanked or like didn't really like know what to say, like I would be able on the spot truthfully be able to like elaborate. Like I'm not just like pulling things out of the sky. Like I would
Yeah.
actually mean what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know? And like this class, the biomedical class, like I care because like I have an opinion on certain things, but like I don't know. I feel like if you really try, you could elaborate so much on like what's ethical, what's not ethical. But I
Mhm.
feel like granted, because like you have a time limit for class, like it sometimes just gets like redundant. And the teacher even says like, she paused us and she was like, I feel like you guys are really like walking on eggshells with what you want to say because like nobody wants to offend each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's also a stigma. Just say it, but be respectful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Shall we go to a second segment break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will be back. Remember, we're the graduating girls because you know we're girls and
We're graduating.
exactly. So we will be back shortly in 2.5 minutes. So stay tuned and drink your coffees, get your popcorn, get your waffles. Let's get going. See you soon.
Get your waffles.